I'll watch some TV. It'll help me to relax!
Welcome back to the Ren and Stimpy recap. Last week we talked about the pilot episode, Big House Blues, and today we are taking a look at the actual first episode of Ren and Stimpy, Stimpy's Big Day.
And with these hands, I hold the fate of millions.
We really start the episode with a log commercial. Like I said in the first video, I'm not a fan of these. At least it's not the same one as in Big House Blues, but still, I'm here for Ren and Stimpy. After the commercial, we get this title card, which looks pretty good. The music is very fitting and I like Ren's expression. The first scene is Stimpy watching TV as Ren tells him he shouldn't watch cartoons.
Look at you, man. You're a full-grown cat, still watching cartoons. Why, you're 3 years old. Do you know what that is in human years? Oh, listen to me, man. I'm your friend. Don't you know cartoons will ruin your mind?
This scene has some really funny animation as well as some great satire. Stimpy is watching a slapstick cartoon and getting told that it's bad for his brain, which is probably something many people who grew up with Ren and Stimpy were told as kids. I also appreciate how Stimpy's anatomy isn't just normal, and instead Ren flushes him like a toilet. It's the little stuff like this that adds to the enjoyment of the show, in my opinion. This show rarely takes the normal route and goes for the unpredictable, which is great. The Muddy Mud Skipper show is on, and Stimpy is thrilled. He jams out with fantastic animation. Then he gets hit with an ad for kitty litter, which thankfully is 10 times more enjoyable than when I get hit with the log ad at the start of the show I want to watch. Why is it that Ren and Stimpy can do stuff like this without me feeling like John K has a foot fetish, but when like modern SpongeBob does it, it just comes off as the writer's fantasies displayed on screen. Now, John K definitely had some other questionable fetishes, but we are just gonna get right back into the episode. Stimpy decides to enter the contest to have a chance to win a trip to Hollywood and a guest appearance on his favorite show. His letter doesn't impress Ren, but come on, this guy is spitting.
It fills my cat box oh so snug. It always does the trick. I like to rub it on my toe and squish and squish and squish. It ne'er offends my tender nose like a smelly fish.
He might not be the most literate, but he got the spirit. Ren has no confidence in his body, and we get the first appearance of perhaps the most iconic catchphrase in the show.
Oh, you idiot! He's just a cartoon character. Not real. Not flesh and blood like we. I'm telling you, cartoons aren't real. They're puppets. Yee! If you put that letter in the box, you're a bigger fool than I thought.
Great animation again, as Stimpy struggles with what to do. Oh, by the way, they live in a trailer now. Last episode ended with them being adopted and moving into a house, but if there's anything this show doesn't care for, it's continuity. This is not the last time this will happen, but just for now, they live in this trailer. And I really like the trailer actually. It's a nice setting.
Yes, what is it?
Are you Stimson J. Cat?
Oh, you want Stimpy? He's in there.
Well, would you tell him he's won $47 million?
Right, 47 million. I'll get him. 47 million!
Stimpy actually wins the contest, which includes a $47 million cash prize that Ren really wants. Great voice acting and great animation as Ren really shows why his name is the first thing in the show's name. Ren eats shit, essentially, as Stimpy leaves him to go to Hollywood. Ren's anger quickly turns to sadness as he really misses his buddy.
Go on, get out of here! Who needs ya?
We cut to Hollywood where Stimpy meets Muddy Mudskipper, who is a really funny character.
Ever breathe oxygen, son? Good, don't start. Me, I'm hooked. Get it? Shut up!
Stimpy does his first ad and shows us that he really has star quality. Ren teleports into the scene to scream at him, which confuses me a lot. This scene didn't make any sense as Ren isn't in Hollywood, he's in the trailer. But I guess the ad team has crazy good CGI. Oh god, what is that? After staring into my soul, the ad ends and so does the episode. Yeah, this is a two-parter. But to be fair, there will be episodes of the show that kind of just end, like this one, without having a follow-up episode. As I said, not that good with continuity. But thankfully, very good with most other stuff, because this was a good episode. It shows us a deeper look into the dynamic of the two main characters, which from the few scenes they had in the beginning just proves that these two have crazy chemistry. Muddy Mudskipper was a nice addition to the episode and he had some great interactions with Stimpy. The story is really interesting. I like the concept of Stimpy becoming a TV star, and that is something we will continue to explore in the next episode. I will say it's a bold move to split the two main characters up in what essentially is the first episode. And while I think that having the two spend more time together before would make Stimpy leaving more impactful, it still worked. The theme of Ren and Stimpy being apart from each other will be explored further in the next episode, but in Stimpy's Big Day we still get great scenes like the one right after Stimpy leaving, with Ren quickly going from anger to sadness. Beautiful scene. Stimpy's Big Day also delivers with the comedy, with Ren in the first half and Muddy Mudskipper being highlights. Whereas the pilot episode had more slapstick, this episode focuses more on dialogue humor, and the show is great at both. It's nice to see that even early on the show has a nice mixture. Fun fact, the scene where the microphone goes into Stimpy's nose was originally going to have it go into his mouth, but due to certain connotations, they never went through with the mouth thing. All in all, Stimpy's Big Day is a good episode. I'm excited to see how the story progresses in the next episode, The Big Shots. I'll see you then.